Hello everyone, my name is Judah and welcome today to another daily vlog. Now, just before we start, I want to say if you haven't seen yesterday's vlog or the video that I uploaded along with the vlog, please do be sure to go and check that out. It was a bouldering competition that I got to film and it was really interesting, and if you've never seen rock climbing before or even a rock climbing competition, go and have a look at it, have a look-see of how I showed it, and hopefully enjoy it. Right now, I need to get on with today. That was yesterday, it's over. Now I'm getting ready for hockey. I've got a large problem. I didn't have transport to get me to hockey today because I was full, and my parents took both the cars, and I'm a silly ginger, so I've got many problems. Apparently they've sent someone to come and get me, and I feel really bad because it's not their job, and I actually really do feel bad, and I apologize sincerely that I didn't know earlier that I wasn't ready for it and I was a silly ginger. The fact is, I've made a mistake, and honestly, that's just life. You know, every single day we make mistakes. We're human, after all. The important thing is, one, we learn from them, and two, we do our best to rectify our mistakes or fix them, because there's just no point in it if you don't learn or try and fix things, because you've made a mistake and you're just stuffing yourself over again if you don't learn. But anywho, that's in the past. Well, it's not really in the past, it's in the present, like literally right now. Otherwise, this is not good. I feel so bad still. I'm sorry, I'm a terrible person. And also, because of this, it means there's not really going to be any hockey vlog, unfortunately, just because I'm not going to have time to set up cameras or anything like that, just because, you know, I'm rushing like a headless chicken, because that's pretty much what I am. Okie dokie, so it has been many hours later. The game has of course finished a long time ago. I arrived a little bit late. There was someone else being the keeper until I arrived there, which was okay. You know, I just that was just life. I got onto the field as quickly as I possibly could and got started. Pretty much for the first entire half, nothing happened. It was dead quiet. It was super duper easy for me. A little bit boring, if I'm honest. And partly, you know, I was just standing there almost hoping for the other team to come back and bring the ball my way. It wasn't until the second half that I really got that. Now, I think there were two main attempts, well, there were three that I can remember, that really caused threats to my team that I did an alright job of saving. Now, the first one, it was a PC, so it was pretty much them against five of our defenders. That's a normal thing in hockey. And pretty much we had that all set up. I came out, as I normally do, and waited for the play. It got passed off to my right, and I think I have it covered, which I do. I save it once, it bounces off my hand guard, which I went out and saved it with, bounces straight back into a defender. My guard's still right in the way, and they managed to just chip it slightly over. I pretty much had it covered, but it wasn't quite there. The second opportunity was one that I did successfully save, which always feels fantastic when you do that. Pretty much it was just sort of a deflection. There was a player on the post, as well as another player coming into the circle, almost unmarked. They could send the ball off to their player who was on the post, and I managed to get my stick down and chip it off to the side. Went flying out of the way. I'm like, yes, I could have saved a goal. It wasn't necessarily going directly into the goal, but, you know, part of it was actually me being able to use my stick and save it, which was fantastic. And then finally, the absolute nightmare of one. I think it was another PC, I'm not really sure, but pretty much the player came running into the circle quite close to the goal. It was almost one-on-one. Well, it wasn't actually. There were tons of players, but he wasn't being marked and no one was going for him, so I ran out to meet him. He got past me and one of my defenders managed to save it before it went in, thank heavens. And then they decided to smack the ball directly into my shin guards, and I'm turned around the wrong way, and guess what? I scored a goal. I scored a freaking own goal, and my entire team goes up to the refs and starts complaining, and I'm standing on the side going, no, actually, that's stupid. Of course it's a goal. That's like saying, hey, if there's a ball coming into my circle, I can just kick it backwards into the goal, and it won't be a goal. It's the exact same circumstances. Well, other than at one point, I don't know how it would work if I did it when the attackers don't touch it in the circle, and I did that. I don't know how that would work. It might just be a long corner or something, but it's so confusing, and I was really upset and really disappointed, which is part of the reason why I haven't filmed anything else today. I've just wanted some time to myself to relax, restore myself, and also because, of course, I've got another full week of work, and for me, I need all the time to relax and get myself prepared for the week as I possibly can. So clearly, I wasn't very happy with how that game went. It was a little bit unfortunate that it went so wrong, and I messed up quite a bit, but honestly, I did the best that I could, and that's something I need to focus on, as so many people have told me before, and a lot of the people that watch these vlogs, because of course, in the end, it's all about how you perceive things. If you take it in a wrong way, you're going to feel like crud. I had one of the keepers, the other keeper, come up and give me some tips at the end, and the best thing was, it was all, he even added the mental thing, and you could tell that I was so bummed out, I think. And he turned around and said, it's kind of just a game, you just need to enjoy it, have fun. And that's something that I struggle with quite a bit, and I really appreciate it with. But honestly, there was something that kind of hurt about what he was saying. I don't actually know. It wasn't actually what he said. It wasn't how he said it. It wasn't anything to do with him. It was just the way that my mind took it. It was really weird, actually. I just stood there like, oh, great. It's actually kind of odd, really. The thing that I hate about goalkeeping in hockey is the only position that doesn't get that much time to learn or get taught or anything like that. There aren't enough coaches around the place, which is really unfortunate. And honestly, the only way for me to learn is to have someone actually working with me to try and get better. And honestly, this team that I'm playing for right now, we don't even practice whatsoever. We're just a fun team with some old fellas that enjoy a game.